Travis. I'm Travis.
And I'm Chris.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Real Talk with Chris and Travis. So, we got a little bit of an interesting topic to cover today. And that topic would be, does our disabilities make us angry with people or make us angry in certain situations? And I feel like it was a real interesting topic because I thought about the fact that I don't get angry at people because I'm disabled and they're not. But then I thought about like people that may have opportunities to do things that I would probably never get a chance to do until this disability is gone. I've had the pleasure of meeting some people that I worked with, throughout the years that I was working, and those people had opportunities where they could have gotten in the NBA. If you follow the podcast, you know I'm a big fan of basketball. So to be able to go to the NBA, but then you don't get the opportunity, or you mess the opportunity up because you pick up the habit of like drugs or alcohol, or they have certain rules that you got to follow and you choose not to follow the rules because you want to control everything. Like that's crazy to me.
Yes.
And the people I met, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, well, where you could have been at right now, like,
right,
just
somewhere chilling or tired.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, something as simple as you just, they need you to dress a certain way or look a certain way, and you don't want to do it because you like, I'm my own man. You gonna turn down $100,000 because you want to over a haircut, some clothes? Come on, man.
Cut my hair back so far. That hair, man, it's gonna grow back.
Right.
Once you get to the point where you want to be, grow it back.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't get mad at people that's able-bodied, because I'm disabled. But certain situations, I'm like, like if I'm trying to move something heavy, I'm like, this would have been so much easier if I wasn't disabled. You know what I'm saying? Just, so it's different emotions you can go through. I mean to say, depending on the situation and stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, I don't know. Besides people having opportunities that I feel like I myself don't get, that might make me a little angry. But I don't know, Travis.
I mean, I wouldn't say I get mad at people because of my disability.
Mm-hmm.
I get mad at people who don't want to do anything with their life and they don't have a disability.
That's a big one for me too.
I just so annoying. I wish I had the power to just take their ability away and give it to myself and let them, be in my shoes.
Do like a swap.
Yeah, like a swap.
We're gonna swap for about 24 hours and see if you feel any different.
Right. Not permanently.
See, that's why I'm glad I can't swap, because
right.
There'd be some people that'd be upset, like, bro. Man, I remember making this joke one time. I said, some people, I give them their body back, and when they get their body back, they'll be so tired. They'll be like, bro, what did you do? I was like, shoot, everything. Your face gonna be connected to some stuff. You like, what?
Right.
I wouldn't do this.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the reason is, but I know that, God is in control. I'll put it that way. So,
yeah. I mean, certain situations I might get mad at. It's like if I go somewhere and it's not really accessible.
Yeah.
I get mad at that. It's like, man, like you ain't think about everything. Like somebody who might need a ramp or something,
Man, I remember like there are times when I have to go to my children's school. You know what I'm saying? Especially like my youngest daughter having to go to her elementary school. Like I never realized how small elementary school building hallways are. When you an adult walking through a elementary school hallway, it's like that joint is this big. It's like, and for me, like,
tunnel.
Yeah, and I take up space. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we're walking through the elementary school hallways when they have like, like the parent teacher meetings and stuff like that, and kids are running everywhere, and I'm just like a cat on a hot tin roof. I'm dodging. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I gotta take 4 steps for they 2. I gotta make sure I don't put the crutch down on somebody's child foot. Make sure they don't trip me. Make sure I don't trip them. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, see, now if I wasn't disabled, wouldn't be no crutches. I wouldn't be having to dodge. I'd just be walking, But
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna touch on something right quick. It's not all bad being disabled. That's one thing that I had to kind of grow out of. It's easy to be an inspiration sometime when you are disabled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's all in how you look at everything. So yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can be an inspiration, Somebody look at you like, oh, he out here doing it,
Right,
making it happen.
right. You know what I'm
He
saying?
ain't complaining.
That's
So,
right. He grinding. He got his own business. You know.
like, why am I complaining?
Right,
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
right.
So,
Which
yeah.
go back to wanting to swap with people
Right.
because they'll be trying to do nothing. It's like
Right.
make you want to pull. Well, I used to say pull my hair out. Me want to pull their hair out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because you have the ability to do, you just won't use it. You know what I'm saying? But for us, it's
Looking for a handout.
Thank you. We touched on that a couple weeks ago. Like, people think that because you're disabled, you want a handout. We don't, but it's people that's not disabled that want a handout. I don't know how many people, countless people have come to me and been like, yeah, I heard you say you get a disability check. I wish I could get a check to just be at home all day. And I'm like, you don't want this. You don't. Because there's other things that come with it. You don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that great.
As it looks.
Right.
And all it is, they see when you getting money and you get to stay at home. You see what I'm saying? But I'd rather be at home because my business is making me the money I want to make.
Mm-hmm.
Not because the government is giving me so much money every month. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too much connected with that. You got to be careful of what you do. You can't, you can have side hustles or whatever, but then you can't get caught with too much money from side hustles because, it's stipulations on everything.
Basically.
You come out better being your own boss. Let that be a reason for you to be at home.
Right.
But yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't get mad because I'm disabled. I don't get mad at able-bodied people because, for one, I'm married to an able-bodied person. So I can't be married to her knowing she is wonderful, and I'm mad because she able-bodied. I can't. That would make no sense.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So yeah, I tend to more so get angry with situations. When I can't physically do something due to being disabled, or if I got to make too many adjustments to do something because I'm disabled, it kind of get next to me then.
Yeah, that's the only time it gets next to me is when I'm like in situations where I can't do certain things or I got to do something a certain way.
Yeah.
That kind of frustrates you a little bit because you got to figure out, okay, how I'm gonna do this.
Right. And it's something that, especially if it's something you really want to do. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm touch on, I've been to countless places where, once again, I gotta get somebody to help me to get into the building. Like I want to be able to get in the building like everybody else.
Right.
I don't want nobody to have to come out and I gotta go through the kitchens to get inside of a restaurant.
Right.
I had that happen countless times, man. I hate that.
I was in one building, and for the life of me, I cannot remember where this building is. It's like the way you get into the building is a bunch of steps just going straight up to the door, but the steps are real narrow and there was no rails. You know what I'm saying? So my wife took our daughters inside the building, and then she sent somebody to come get me because I was down there by the bottom of the steps, and I was like, man, they should have had elevators and stuff like that.
Right.
And the dude who came to get me, he showed his badge because it was I think it was the Cover Kid event. That's where we were. And so the dude came down the steps and he was like, hey, are you Chris? And I was like, yeah. And he said, your wife sent me to come show you where the elevator was. There's 2 elevators, but you got to walk a good ways to get to them. And I'm like, okay. And so he's like, I just came to walk with you, if that's okay. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And it was a walk. I'm talking about we had to walk. Whew. I want to say, 5 minutes? That's a long time to walk.
You gotta walk 5 minutes to an elevator.
Yeah, because you had to go all the way around the building. Like, it was in the back of the building where they like offload the trucks.
Nah.
So me and this dude went all the way back there. You know what I'm saying? And we went. There was like a concrete ramp, and then me and him walked up the concrete ramp. He hit a button, and when the button made a buzzing noise, 2 minutes later, somebody popped up in the door, and they opened the door to let us in, and then to the left was both of the elevators.
Nah.
Anything could have happened to me back there. Like,
Yeah.
just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is not good.
That's one of them situations that's where you get angry at, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I cannot do.
Yeah.
This is, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad this ain't something I got to do every day.
Yeah.
And then, see, I'm the kind of person, I don't like to be separated from my wife and my kids because anything could happen. You know, I like to be where I could defend them if I have to. In that situation, I was absolutely powerless. Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't like that.
Right.
You know, I'd rather almost take my chance falling on the steps. but the company that was running everything would not have wanted that at all. So,
yeah, I mean, there's a situation when I was in New Orleans and I wanted to eat at this restaurant, right?
mm-hmm.
There was steps in the front, so I'm like, how I get in? So the person I was with, you know, she went in and was like, where's the ramp? Where I have someone in the wheelchair trying to get in. It's like, oh, there is no ramp. He has to come through we'll get him in through the back, through the kitchen. I'm like, man, come on now. So they brought me to the back to get through the kitchen. There was a hump to get inside the kitchen as well. And
So
the doorway was
they had to tilt you back to get you over the hump.
yeah, and
Wow.
the doorway was so narrow. I was able to squeeze through it, but I had to squeeze through all these different machines just to get to the table where she was waiting on me at. So I kind of feel you when, you know, you don't want to be separated.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, it was frustrating.
Right. You know, and in the moments, you know.
I never go back to that restaurant though. For real.
I see. This man finna be a future millionaire, you know what I'm saying? He might have wanted to bring his team, his business people there to have a nice meal. Y'all could have made a nice little bag, but he...
Nah, it's fine. Apparently they don't want everybody money.
Must not.
I thought you were going into business to make money, but I guess not for some businesses.
And you would think in this day and age everything would be handicap accessible.
Right.
You know, but some businesses are family owned and operated. They set in their ways. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's not the right words to use. You know, but yeah.
I mean, if you go into business to make money, right? You want everybody to partake in your business.
Especially with a restaurant. It's food.
Right.
It is food. You know what I'm saying?
I guess not. You know?
Food is always a good business because everybody got to eat.
Yeah.
But like you said, I guess not.
Yeah, I won't be back there again. So.
Man, they better be lucky we don't name drop on this podcast.
Yeah, it ain't worth it.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
The food was mediocre anyway, so.
Oh, wow. Man. Ouch. But yeah, man, you know, I you know, like we both have touched on, there's been several situations where we could have wished, you know, that we could have swapped with people, you know. Several situations where we, you know, due to being disabled, it made some things more difficult where we could have been really angry. Me personally, I think Travis has a really good handle on when he's mad or upset. Me, on the other hand, I'm not that good at it. That's why I pray. You know, I'm not a abusive person. I'm not the kind of person that fly off the handle. You know, my wife will tell you when I get angry, I get quiet, but you can see that I'm mad. Like, you can see it. You know.
Like Jesus, take the wheel.
He can take the whole car. I'll walk from here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can take the car. I'll walk from here. You know, make the block and pick me up. You know, sometimes I need some space. But yeah, man. So, you got anything else? Or?
That's it.
All right, man. Well, y'all, let us know in the comments about some situations y'all might have had that, you know, made you want to swap with a person if you are disabled, or, you know, maybe a situation where you was angry because of your disability. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? And check this out. Even if you are a person who is able-bodied, maybe a situation with a disabled person made you upset. Because that happens. You know? Hey, let us know. And we'll be back next week with another video.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Real Talk with Chris and Travis. Also, you can hit us up. We have an email address. It's realtalkwithchrisandtravis@yahoo.com. We also have a TikTok with the same handle, Real Talk with Chris and Travis at Instagram. So, y'all be ready to catch us in another video. I lost my whole train of thought right there. It's cool. Yeah. And we'll be back next week.
And stay tuned.
We out.
Peace.